Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes, we hope you had a great festive time with your friends and family, and we skipped a video last week. We had a little break because we were spending Christmas in the UK with my friends and family, and we just got back to the Chateau.
And for the first time in the history of our channel, we're doing a live update.
I think we just thought it would be, actually we're really thinking about the next year ahead.
And there's some very big and amazing projects coming on, so we wanted to fill you in.
Very excited to share with you in a little bit. But we thought that we would start the year by having a little look back at what we got up to this year, everything we achieved, and maybe the ups and the downs, the good things, the bad things.
Of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. I like it.
I think most of you who've been watching us will know that we have been working on this master suite for over a year, which sounds absolutely crazy, and I know some of you are probably getting quite bored of it, but we are almost at the end.
But in our defense, the size of this master suite is about 80 square meters, which is the size of an apartment, isn't it?
It's actually bigger than our first apartment in Paris.
So it's normal that it takes some time.
Yes.
And it's not our fault that we are blocked now, because we're almost done, but there's still some work to do in the bathroom.
Yeah.
But we're missing marble pieces, and without those marble pieces, we can't finish.
It's the reality of renovating, right? You always have some delay with some suppliers or things.
7 months, we're waiting 7 months for those.
And the plan is that we will, finish everything here and then move into the master suite. Because I know a lot of you have been wondering, why are we doing this master suite? Who's it for? Are we going to move in? And the answer is
yes.
Yes, we are planning to move into the master suite.
As soon as possible.
Yes, as soon as we can. And the girls will then be also moving down onto this floor. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Because for those who don't know, we are living in the second floor in the former servants' quarters.
Yeah, up under the roof, which has been an amazing place to live for the last 5 years whilst we renovated when we had our guest house. But I do think we've kind of outgrown that space. It was perfect when the girls were small. And now we've decided this year that it is time for us to start to move into the Chateau.
When do you think we'll be finished?
I hope in the next month.
In the next month?
Yeah.
You're positive?
Yes, I am.
Optimistic, that's good.
I want to be in the next month.
Okay, so there might be a video for moving downstairs?
Moving downstairs, which will be a big move.
Yeah.
And
we still need so many things. We still need lights, we still need carpets, but
we're getting there.
We're getting there.
You'll see we have got some deliveries of things that we still need to unpack, and we can't wait to share all of that in the next few weeks. Yeah. When we started last year, one of the big decisions that I made was to, after 5 years, stop painting the rooms myself, because until that point I had done absolutely all of the painting with the help sometimes of my parents. Or I finally decided last year to try to get in a professional to help us to paint this master suite, because I wanted to spend more time focusing on my creative...
On the creative projects.
On my creative projects. I decided to transform one of the former guest rooms, which was just being, it was empty, it wasn't being used, into my studio. And it meant that I was finally able to realize one of my dreams, and that was to create my own wallpaper line. I'm really happy to say that we had a really successful launch. I think we were completely blown away with the response, weren't we?
This was a big successful project of 2024.
And I shared how I went from research to designing the wallpaper and then developing it with the factory in the UK and having it traditionally printed.
And within, 2 weeks it was sold out?
It was sold out within 2 weeks, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. And another important creative project we're sitting on it. It was the
ottoman.
The fabric, the ottoman.
And I also did the fabric for the bed in our master bedroom.
Yeah.
It definitely gave me way more time and possibility to get creative, and it's something that I want to definitely continue with this year. I would think you would like to talk about one of your favorite moments of the year.
The plumbing of the bathroom.
Yes, that was your highlight.
That was my highlight.
It was water related.
Oh, you mean the sailing?
Yes.
My highlight, of course, was the month and a half or 2 months for me of sailing last summer. I finally convinced Anna that buying a sailboat is the best possible choice to do for a family.
I've always been, a bit hesitant to Philip's crazy ideas. First buying a chateau, then getting a dog, and then buying a sailboat. And I have to say that with all these crazy decisions, I've never regretted it afterwards. I'm always really happy that I follow your lead, and they've always led to amazing moments and changes in our life and memories that we've created with our family, with our kids. So even though I was hesitant, I have to say we had the most amazing summer.
But it's one of the things, and it's like renovating a chateau or any place. I think it's something you have to do it in order to get better at it.
Yeah.
You can't just watch YouTube videos or take lessons. At one point you have to go out there and do it, make the mistakes and get better. It wasn't only a challenge because we had to learn how to sail and get better, it's also how to integrate it in our channel.
The thing is we really love to share moments of our lives, like candid moments from our family life here in France, but we've also loved sharing a little bit more about who we are, where we come from. So we've shared a bit of our travels in Philip's region, in South Tyrol in northern Italy. We've shared some videos in my region in southern England. And we really enjoyed sharing this summer. And in a way, it was such a nice way to capture those memories of that amazing adventure. And I hope that even the girls will look back and watch those videos and it will be a really nice memory for them. We were scared that we were gonna obviously lose some of our audience because it was not Chateau renovation content. But I do think that we still had a really nice response, and that
I learned one thing, that in order to continue doing YouTube, we need to learn to do things that we like and not things that create views, because obviously you could be tempted to just do the same video over again when you have a successful video. And if we don't do what we really like to do, long term our channel will not be good anymore.
We hope you enjoyed watching it. If you haven't watched it, you should go and watch it. We've been re-watching it actually ourselves, and
I made a sailing playlist and you can watch them from the beginning to the end.
There were six videos.
Yeah, please watch them. So yeah, that would be great.
During the summer, we also made a video when we met our new friends, Carl and Christina from Swedish Manor Life.
That was the best performing sailing videos because it didn't include that much sailing.
I think we realised that people are interested in travel when we are also going to other people's homes, and we obviously got to do a tour of their beautiful manor house.
Yeah. And they came and visited us recently.
And they've become really good friends.
And we learned a lot from there because they're interior designers and we really like their style, and I think we have a lot of things in common, so it was really nice to meet them and check out their channel. I'm going to put it up here because they're making amazing videos.
That was also a really nice moment this year, I think, was making new friends.
And what was your favorite video of 2024?
Apart from the sailing videos and obviously my trip to the UK factory, seeing my wallpaper being made.
That was a good one, yeah.
I do think one of my favourite videos that we made was the D-Day landing video, which was because our chateau is in Normandy and it was the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings this year. And we decided that we wanted to do a video where we looked a bit at the history of our chateau during that time and also our family history, and it was really a very moving video to make, and we actually found out some quite interesting personal family history.
Both our great uncles were involved in the landings on opposite sides, and that was an interesting and touching find. Very
touching.
If you haven't seen that, watch it as well. It's a good video.
We're really proud of that video. It's a bit of a different sort of video, but we are really happy that we decided to make it.
Yeah. And I remember there was one very scary moment last year, quite at the beginning of last year. Do you remember?
Yes, right at the beginning.
Involving a bird.
I was in the house on my own and I had some scary noises, some scratching noises.
I was in the gym working out.
And I had to call Philip because I knew exactly what it was. We'd had already an incident with an owl in a flue of the chimney, and unfortunately that one didn't survive. And so I knew that this was the same thing. And when I realized, I was really scared because I wanted to try and release it from the flue, but I just couldn't do it. And I called Philip and he had to come and rescue the bird. And I'm so happy because it ended up being a really lovely ending, and the bird just flew off out of the window unharmed. And
in between all the stress, we managed to film it, and it became actually quite a good
video.
It became a good video. So,
What was our best performing video last year?
the best performing video of last year, I think, was the honest house tour.
House tours always are popular.
Yes.
But we decided to put a bit of a twist on it.
House tour are the most popular video. We could basically just do house tours and we would have millions of views probably.
Yeah, but not always the same house. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
everybody wants to see our chateau
exactly,
every week doing a tour.
Yeah, but we enjoy doing them because it's always there's something new and it's fun and it allows us to reach out to a new audience.
I think we'll do one in May, which will be the sixth
yes.
anniversary of us buying the chateau.
Yeah. That was the 2024 house tour, honest house tour, was a bit different because we showed all the things that we normally didn't show and didn't want to show.
We showed our private living quarters for the first time, so if you're interested, go and have a look. That's where you see where we are currently living, so you'll understand why we also want to move down here. And we also, we share all the things that are not finished. This is the reality of when you're renovating. It's not all a perfect show home with everything beautiful, you know?
We are almost finished with the main building, with the chateau.
Yeah.
There's something in the attic, right?
Yeah, we've got the attic space. I don't know if you will have known, but originally we had plans to maybe transform that into an extended part of our apartment upstairs, but that was when we had a guest house, and all of this floor, this first floor, was used as guest rooms. And obviously now we don't have the guest house.
So now it's just a giant mess.
And we've accumulated so much stuff. There's like insulation, there's just a load of boxes that we moved with like almost 6 years ago and we never unpacked. I think there's still baby toys up there. We're gonna reveal now what we have been thinking about for a long time now, and I think a lot of people have been wondering about, which is, what is next? And are we going to renovate the outbuildings? We have the chateau, but we also have many other outbuildings.
Depending what you count.
Yes, what you count, but there are 4 main outbuildings. One of them is a 15th century barn. We have 2 longhouses, which are traditional Normandy longhouses, which were agricultural buildings. They were also sometimes lived in, and they date between 17th and 19th century. And then we have the coach house, which is a beautiful brick building, which is right next to the chateau. And we've been wondering about this for the last couple of years. We've talked about it. We've done tours about those outbuildings.
But we figured out that right now, with the cost of the building materials, etc., it's extremely expensive, and it just would be an investment that we probably would never make back.
I mean, it's going to be the cost of basically buying a new house.
Renovation can be more expensive than building new.
For now, we are thinking about what we actually really would love to do.
And what we need.
And I think with my project starting to grow with my wallpapers, and now I'm thinking about developing for this year some other products.
Yes.
I'm very privileged to be having a workshop or a studio space at all. But it's quite small because I do a lot of printing and screen printing, so I'm constantly having to like move tables around, and when I'm doing upholstery and things like that.
In next week's vlog, we will reveal which will be the new building that we renovate.
Are we not going to tell it now?
No, it's just a joke.
Oh.
The new big project for 2025 is going to be
the coach house.
I'm
so excited. Yeah, I can't wait.
The 19th century building, which is in front of our chateau. We see it from the kitchen.
Yeah, it needs a lot of work. I think we're going to do a tour of it next week where we show you what needs
how
doing.
How it looks now, what we need to do, our plans.
Yeah.
And it will mainly house Anna's new workshop.
Yeah.
Then there's a middle part for
gardening tools.
For gardening tools, as it is now, but we need to clean it. And on one of the sides, I had an idea, and there's a smaller other side which doesn't have a use now. It could be fun to build a homemade sauna.
Well, we got inspired this summer from being in Scandinavia and going to the saunas, and I think we just love their approach to winter, especially. Yeah. What are you doing, Ziggy? Seriously?
Should we filming?
We're trying to film right now.
And what's the time frame for the coach house renovation?
I think we want to try and get it done in a year. What do you think?
Well, that would be great. I think so. I think we can. We show you next week probably next week what's to do, and then we start cleaning out, and
we then
gonna
would
be
love
super
to
exciting.
hear also if any architects out there have some ideas. We would love to get your feedback, because we always love that when we do our projects to get your ideas, because it does definitely help us.
Sorry for a quick interruption from my office, which very kindly, as you can see, has been designated by my wife as the new Chateau storage room. And that's to announce you another very good news for this year. Our most faithful and favorite sponsor has just announced they will collaborate with us for another year. You can imagine that having a sponsor is essential for our channel. It allows us to continue renovating, but more importantly, it allows us to completely update the electrical system on my sailboat.
What did you just say?
No, I just said a big thank you to Squarespace, an all-in-one platform to create an outstanding web presence, which also happens to be this week's ad. Whether you need an online shop showcasing your artistic portfolio or creating a scheduling tool for clients, Squarespace guides you every step of the way to create a website that not only looks good, but works seamlessly. The powerful AI even helps you to choose the perfect design and color scheme to suit your brand. And if payments are part of your business, you do not need a third-party tool. Squarespace has an integrated payment tool to accept major credit cards and popular payment providers. Check it out, head over to squarespace.com for a free trial. And if you're ready to launch, head over to squarespace.com for 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. So what else is going on in 2025?
So we've talked about me having the atelier space to expand a bit my studio and be able to do a bit more of what I really want to develop this year, which is textiles and printed textiles. So I've really enjoyed the projects that I've done so far last year, and this year I would like to develop them but be able to put them into production and maybe sell them as, you know, ready-made products. So I was thinking perhaps cushions or something like that. So I'd love to know your thoughts. If that's something you think you could be interested in, let me know in the comments.
And what that could be? What objects would you like with Anna's fabric?
Yeah.
Is there something you have in mind?
And it always means a lot when we are doing these launches because we don't know if you're going to like it or not. So having your feedback is invaluable, and it definitely helped with the wallpapers.
Summer plans. We have summer plans.
Oh, hang on. First of all, we have plans for May.
Oh, we have plans for May. Yes, we will do, and again, what we did last year, and it was so much fun.
It was our first
Patreon meetup.
We did our first ever Patreon meetup in May, and it was amazing. We loved meeting some of our Patreon family. We're definitely going to do it again. So
we will communicate the date as soon as we know when it is, so people have time to,
It was if people want to come back, we'd love to see you again, or if you would like to join us, then you can have a look at our Patreon community. It's a really lovely space where we share sort of behind the scenes content, we do Q&As regularly, and we do things like the Patreon meetup and things like that. So you can go and check out, we've got a link in the description of the video.
And now to the most important plan of 2025.
In your eyes?
Of course we go sailing again.
If you didn't follow our sailing adventures last summer, you will not know that the end of the trip was Philip sailing our boat all the way to Deauville, which is 15 minutes drive away from where we live, because we are based on the coast of Normandy. I think we've both decided that we would love to explore a bit more and show you more of the beautiful coastline of France. But technically, the plan is to actually go to England
as well. So first of all, we sail from here to La Manche, and from there to the Channel Islands, right? To these particular islands that are in front of the coast of France, but belong to England.
UK,
and a lot of nice places to discover on land as well. So it's not going to be about sailing; it's more about discovering
and traveling and showing you a bit more of France. We thought that you would like to see that, and maybe also a bit of the south of the UK.
And if you're courageous enough, we then take the boat over to the south coast of England, so not far from where Anna's from, and from there to Cornwall. We're really looking forward to this summer adventure, and I hope you all join us.
So join us next week, where we are going to be doing a tour of the coach house and sharing with you all of the plans we have, all the work that needs to be done, and hopefully getting some ideas from you guys so we can start planning that project, which is really exciting. From all of us and the kids who are currently at school, thank you so much for tuning in every week. We really, really appreciate your support. We could never have imagined that our channel would have grown to over 460,000.
Yes, that's a goal for this year.
Well,
half
to
a million.
hit 500,000.
That would be amazing.
So make sure you subscribe if you haven't.
Yes.
And we're excited. We are very lucky to be filming, living this life and sharing our creativity, our travels, our adventure, our renovations with you guys, and we just wanted to say thank you so much, and we're excited to keep sharing it with you this year and to see where this year takes us.
See you next week.